where Vicious's LG is something that really keeps him in the running whenever the going gets tough, and I was actually really surprised at how little damage Redshift did there. I expected Vicious to get out of that with like maybe 60 or 80 health. He ended up having like 100 and something. So Redshift needing to hone his LG skills, because I think that's going to be the difference between a frag and a death.
Nice audio cue there. Vicious was able to pick up Redshift coming off on top of him. Just hearing that jump was able to let him spin around and at least land some splash damage. Nice awareness on Vicious's part. So he's going to be able to get out of there with his skin intact, and still more than strong enough. Now Redshift is nowhere near the red, and Vicious is going to be hunting him down. We might see a break off here, but Vicious knows that he's trapped in there. So Redshift is going to have to work pretty hard just to get out of there.
I think given his style, he's going to wait. Yeah, he's going to wait until he's lost his position, then go get the red. Now what we're not seeing from Redshift is a shot on that armor. Instead, there's one waiting for him as he exits the teleporter, but it's just minor splash. So Redshift needs to really work on his prediction. I've also noticed that Vicious seems to know pretty much where Redshift is most of the time, whereas Redshift is getting surprised. We've seen him surprised at least 2 or 3 times, and Vicious just really knows where his opponent's going to be. So that gives him a huge advantage, because he can be landing spam, he can be laying traps. Really the only time that we ever see Vicious slow down is when he's laying a trap, when he goes silent and he's waiting around the corner. And he's been able to get the drop on Redshift at least twice.
Even at a point where I would expect Redshift to actually have that moment of ambush, it's not going to happen. Or just Vicious's reaction time is just that spot on, almost, Jedi-esque.
Yeah. That being said, the challengers that remain are let's see here. We got quite a few.
Yeah, interestingly enough, there are a couple points here where Red does have the opportunity to, if not only challenge, but make a clean grab for some of these items, but he's making these assumptions and these bad predictions that Vicious is somewhere where he's not, and choosing not to go for the challenge because he figured he's going to get, something nasty up his bunghole. But those are really just lost opportunities on his part, and it all comes back again to knowing where your opponent is, and Redshift is not displaying that.
Alright, so 31% accuracy, and best weapon being the rocket launcher for Vicious. He hangs on to his crown for the 4th time.
Okay, Greased and Jahar, we took an unofficial poll in the IRC channel.
Oh no.
And we have come to a consensus that the rocket launcher will now be referred to as the Chode launcher. Or Chode, if you wish. Just
this is not a real
shaft. But if somebody, we also agreed that if somebody dies from the rocket launcher, you have to refer to it as getting butt plugged.
Only if they get it in the back.
Okay, fair enough.
If it's in the face, that's obviously something different. Unless you're an asshole or something like that.
Unless you're from South Park.
Prepare to fight.
Alright, here we go.
Anywho, what we have is Vicious versus Baller Boy in 3, 2, 1 on ZTN. Vicious getting the grenade launcher and Mega Health spawn. He's going to be throwing that out, but not going to be able to grab that Mega Health. But he is going to be able to make a nice run back up, going through the teleporter for that red armor. And it's going to put them pretty much on even footing here. But unless I was mistaken, Baller Boy did take a grenade to the face while grabbing that Mega.
No, he's doing quite well. Now what he's missing though are weapons. He has an LG and a rocket, but in that first exchange, he was definitely hurting for weapons. He makes the wrong timing choice there to make the jump for red. That's going to give it to Vicious. Oh, actually, fuck. Vicious doesn't have it. That's going to give Mega to Baller and Reds to Vicious. Now, Vicious did land a rail, so he's actually a little bit better off here. If we go and take a look at Baller, Baller has enough armor to be challenged. He won't die right off the bat, but he's got to be careful.
I really enjoy the way that Vicious is playing right now. He's not doing the hyper-aggressive thing that he was, a couple matches ago, but he's definitely maintaining control, realizing that, I don't have this item, so I'm gonna get the rail. And that is vital, and right now he's been throwing out enough damage, being up in Baller Boy's face enough, up in his balls or face or whatever combination of that you prefer, and just doing enough damage to keep Baller Boy from being able to make any real aggressive pushes.
Alright, so Red coming up now instantly to Vicious's hands. Mega up in 12. Baller Boy will need to be there, at least to do some damage. He cannot wait too long. I think he just might. 4, 3, 2. He's looking for the shot rather than the item. He could have had the item. He's coming in now. It seems to be late, and he is late. And Vicious should put him away here. He gets away, luckily.
That could have been a frag there pretty easily.
Yeah. We're gonna hop over to Vicious's point of view.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think Baller Boy had a great chance to stuff Vicious with his chode.
God damn it.
It'd be funnier if you didn't have the players backwards.
Or would it?
Baller had a chance.
No.
And so did Vicious, so I think that's why they both decided to back off and
Holy shitballs.
Beautiful rail there. Oh, grab.
That was, I mean, I didn't even see the pixel that he hit. he was just, assuming
he's curving his rails.
Yeah. I guess Baller Boy let, his boys hang out a little bit too much.
Vicious is moving so fast, he's actually, been able to curve his rails around corners.
This is not
It's a useful skill, you should try it out sometime.
This is not a shitty movie. An even worse video game.
It could be made into one, don't
There
worry.
we go. Vicious finally getting it done. 1-0. Pretty low scoring game for this first 3 minutes. We're rolling around to the halfway point. I kind of like it when they're low scoring games like this, because it means that it really is coming down to strategy and finding each other at the right times. We're not seeing any real battles entered into lightly. Both players are making sure that they've got a bit of a stack before they start doing that. Ooh, that's a mistake.
Oh, well, it definitely shows that both players have their priorities on the items themselves, and just by virtue of
Yeah, that's a big, fat pile of buckshot straight into Vicious's face. Now, the question is, Baller blew his load right in Vicious's face right there. Okay.
Yeah, Vicious using his chode against himself. That's just not smart.
Alright, I was pretty happy with the level of innuendo that we had. We don't need to step it up a level. We've hit our level cap for the level of subscription we have.
We've already had requests for Plasma being referred to as Blue Ball. I mean, the list goes on and on.
I think you guys need to start drinking. All right. So
good idea, BRB.
So yeah, honestly, I really like the way this is playing out here because it's only 2-1. We're at the halfway point, and again we're seeing it's going to be a long ass battle. Switch up to an MG, and it's going to be
very
enough
nice
for
play
the
from
kill.
Baller Boy. Very nice.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to be
As
careful.
Vicious made that rocket launcher.
I was worried he was going to rocket jump
into that RJ up.
Oh wow! Quick turnaround.
Shit.
Wow! Rocket to the face. He's going to go for it again.
Vicious is just spawning in the wrong places.
Well,
Crazy run by Baller Boy.
That it's not necessarily spawning in the wrong places, but Baller has basically said, "I am going to chase you down," and apparently we're seeing this aggressive nature that we've been watching Vicious pull all night. Has just been pulled off very successfully by Baller. Mega is up, folks. Let's see who it goes to. It's gonna go to Baller. And I think that's
I think it all
Vicious just
started
saying.
with that shotgun right in the face.